Hey, Chili, how are you,
Hey,
my friend?
Pete,
We are
and good
live.
afternoon to everybody. I know it's afternoon for me. I
Yeah,
guess it's night for you over there, isn't it?
yeah. It's 9 o'clock in the evening, so it's not too bad because quite often it's around midnight when we go live in my time.
Yeah, well,
It's
you could
just
have an adult beverage now.
yeah, I
See?
could do. Yeah. Hi, folks. We'll give a few minutes for anybody who's going to join us live, and welcome everybody who's watching this on playback. We just worked out how to put it onto Chili's channel as well, which is great, which is really cool. So that's helping. And we're going to talk about Mr. Bucket List is not going to join us because he's stuck in traffic.
Mr.
And he
Bucket
was,
that says he's watching from the car.
hey, from the car. And he was racing in Daytona, wasn't he, yesterday?
Yeah, this Mr. Bucket List has a new profession. He is now a professional race car driver, a NASCAR, uh, uh, a Daytona Raceway
Yeah,
driver. He was
fantastic.
driving around Daytona Raceway at 200 miles an hour yesterday, like a damn fool.
Uh, and let's see if we can do the same thing on the go karts on your hosted cruise on the Joy.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna get out there and race him.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, absolutely. Yes,
The only problem is, Pete, those go karts it might not allow a fat man.
oh,
There might be a
it's this.
weight limit because I might flatten the tires on those go karts.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Chile. So, as everybody knows, I'll explain. We're Passion for Cruises USA. As you know, in the UK, we have the Passion for Cruises, which has been leading the way for solo cruising now for a while, and we just get the most incredibly unbelievable solo deals, which is amazing. And our hosted cruises, I'm hosting a cruise in 10 days time with 150 people on board the P&O Azura from Malta going around the Mediterranean. It's incredible. And we've been trying our best and fighting our best to bring this to North America, USA, Canada, North America, and wanting to bring deals and wanting to do hosted cruises. And just to explain that, we have a partnership with Viva Voyage in the USA, who are based in Miami, and you and Mr. Bucket List are on the first hosted cruise on May the 1st. Now, we have booked that via the Viva Voyage infrastructure because it's already there, basically. That's what we did. And the deal that you guys got is just incredible. People have been wanting to join you, Chile, but the price has gone so much higher.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that's what we're trying to do. And the good news is that we're pretty close to causing chaos very soon in the solo world in the United States and Canada and bringing the solo cruises to you. I can tell you that that Passion for Cruises and Viva Voyage are tying together and are doing this joint operation together, which is incredible because we have the expertise and what we've done in the UK with solo cruising. Viva Voyage, they have the contacts in the USA to get solo cruising happening. And what's been happening is that we've been applying for solo cruises for group rates in America, and we're being told no, we don't do that for solos. Yeah, well, we are able to make a couple of phone calls and we are getting them. So the Norwegian Cruise Line have really come to the party. We'll say hi to everybody in a minute. Everyone's come really high, come to the party. We can now confirm, basically, that the ship and the date for the Caribbean hosted cruise. We have locked in the deal, basically, right? We have the cabins locked in and the prices locked in. Now, the partnership with Viva Voyage, the CEO of Viva Voyage is away until Thursday. He's back then. They need to tie up one or two little dots and then we're ready to book. So I'm going to explain how to contact me to reserve a cabin for yourselves if you want to join us. And in around about a week's time, something like a week's time, we're going to be ready to go. I'll also talk about the Alaska cruise as well, about that. So, Chili, let's make
Yes,
the announcement about you are going to be hosting this cruise in December.
I am.
Yep.
Unfortunately, my partner is not available that week,
Yep.
but I will be hosting it.
Yeah.
It's going to sail on December 2nd from Port Canaveral on Norwegian
The Escape.
Escape. It's going to stop in Great Stirrup Cay, which is the private island for Norwegian. It's going to go to
This is the
Cozumel.
itinerary, Chili. You can see it on the screen here.
Oh yeah, it's going to go to Cozumel. It's going to go to Grand Cayman. Grand Cayman, by the way, is a tender port, as is Great Stirrup Cay. So both ports that we will be tendered in for that. And it's also going to stop in Ocho Rios in Jamaica. There's some interesting excursions from Ocho Rios. Ocho Rios is not my favorite port in Jamaica, but it's still, they have nice excursions from there. It's not the greatest place in the world to get out on a scooter or a power wheelchair and ride around. I found that out the hard way. But there are some excursions, so I'm pretty excited about this. And I'm really excited to be on the Escape.
Yes.
It's a beautiful ship,
I'm so jealous. I've been booked twice on the Escape and had to cancel. It's one of those ships that they just love it. You talk about people who are cruising on the Escape. It's one of the favorite ships of Norwegian. Twice I wanted to cruise on that. So this is, just to go through it, it's December the 2nd. It's a week's cruise. Yeah. It's going from Port Canaveral. It's got the 5 ports. This is about the magical theme parks, the magnificent beaches. Tells you all about world-class fishing. That's what they're selling basically. Then go out of this world at the Kennedy Space Center in Port Canaveral. That's not a bad idea. This is the itinerary. It's the Caribbean itinerary. I've been to Cozumel, Mexico. Stunning, absolutely stunning. I actually went to Chichen Itza, one of the new 7 wonders of the world. That was one of my first ever cruises. And I have never been to the Bahamas. I've always wanted to go to the Bahamas. Again, I have Grand Cayman. I did a tour of Grand Cayman. It's a stunning island. You can go to the post office there and you can get your passport stamped. It's I'm trying to remember what it's called now. It's incredible, yeah. That is the map of where you're going to. This is the ship, the Escape. And I'll tell you about exactly what the deal is. Inside cabin or balcony. That is our choices, yeah? Now, this is going, just to go through the pricing, and this depends, basically, right, on what perks you want to have. Now, the in price for an inside cabin with a choice of 2 perks with Norwegian Cruise Line. Now, the perks that you could choose is the drinks package, 1 specialty restaurant, $50 per excursion off. I know Mr. Bucket List has made the most of that on your one. $50 per excursion off, and 150 minutes of the internet package, basically, right? And if you choose a drinks package, there is a tax to pay on top of that, right? And the same thing for speciality. So just to give it, inside cabin is $1,257, basically, yeah, with 2 perks. If you want to have the drinks package, the taxes they charge in America is $153. You'd have to add that on, and $17 would be for the speciality restaurant. The balcony. Now, the balcony includes all 4 perks. So $17.88 is the pricing that we've been given for a balcony, including taxes, including port charges, and including all 4 perks. I think a balcony at 1788 with all 4 perks, everything included, is a great price, Chili.
That's a wonderful price, an absolutely wonderful price for what you're getting.
Yeah.
I mean, I quite often I try to go as cheaply as I can.
Well, you can do
But
1257.
when you get loaded up with those perks,
Yeah.
I mean that's like $800 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
So if you take
More.
that off the price, you're under $1,000 for a solo cabin,
Balcony.
a balcony,
A balcony.
for a cruise on the Escape. My stars!
I know. Now, what I was going to say to everybody, right, is this. If you are interested in joining Chili on that cruise, email me, info@cruisingtipspete.com, and say Caribbean cruise. That's all I need to know, yeah? And I will email you immediately you're able to book it. As soon as it comes on, I will email you straight away so you get first chance to grab this. I'm hoping in about a week's time we can get everybody booked up on this when all the dots are dotted with the with Viva Voyage and Passion for Cruises. I will go through that again. info@cruisingtipspete.com. Once the dots are dotted, we're going to go mad and let everybody know about this. Yeah, it's incredible, Mr. Bucket. I'm jealous too. I flew a drone over it last weekend. The Escape is great. Yes, Mr. Bucket List, it is. I know. So please email me, and I will email you immediately. Immediately, it is there that you can book this, which is incredible, right? So just to go through that once more time, and then I'll talk about the Alaska. What's happening with the Alaska cruise? It is a great price for a balcony. I would grab a balcony. What with the drinks, with the internet, the $50 per. We thought it was $50 per port. It's $50 per excursion.
Yeah.
And so
Mr. Bucket List on our cruise has got two excursions booked on several of the days.
Yeah, you would do. It's and a speciality restaurant, one of those speciality restaurants, that's what, $60, $70 at least. It really is, yeah. So that is the cruise, yeah. Email me. It's on the Escape. I know it's going to be incredible. That's the itinerary. You know the itinerary. And there she is, basically. A stunning ship. And that's the view Mr. Bucket List was getting on his drone. I wonder if that's taken from his drone.
Well, that could be.
And that, for me, is worth having, the balcony.
Yeah.
To sit on the balcony with a cocktail, it's really, really worth doing, isn't it, Chili? So now I'm going to explain about the Alaska cruise, because it's the Alaska cruise details. That was August. I'm trying to remember the date, actually. That was August the 23rd.
Oh, yeah, the 23rd.
Yeah. Now, this is what's happening with the Alaska cruise, folks. Chili is probably not going to be a hosted cruise because Chili and Mr. Bucket List are not available now to host it. We were thinking of not going ahead with it because of the hosts, but the deal is like, oh my, you're kidding me? Are you kidding me? And I'm like, we've got to give you the opportunity to cruise on it, yeah? And again, the details will come out with that as soon as we're ready to book it. But this is the cruise that we talked about. Again, it's on the Norwegian Spirit, which is meant to be. Again, I was booked on that and got cancelled. The ship's been refurbished. It's amazing. That's Alaska. This is the itinerary. Going for Seaward, Keystone Cayman, the Hubbard Glacier, Skagway, Junior, Ketchikan. Oh my, and Vancouver. Guess who's joined us?
Well, looky there. He
Hello.
got out of traffic.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Race Car Driver.
He's speeding. He's in his speedway, isn't he? This is the cruise, yeah. But I just want to give you the heads up, yeah, on the deal on that one, because that's, again, it's probably going to be an unhosted cruise. And again, it'll be available to book as soon as the dots are dotted, yeah? Probably about a week's time. Now, the balcony, again, is all 4 perks with a balcony. You have to have all 4 perks. You want to have all 4 perks. The balcony on that is $2,057 with all 4 perks, including all port charges and taxes. An ocean view with all 4 perks for that cruise, including taxes, $1135. $1135 for an ocean view with all 4 perks. I'm like, are you kidding me? An inside cabin with 2 perks, not including the taxes for the drinks package or the specialty restaurant, but is $775. So $775 without the drinks package and the specialty restaurant, you're going to get the $50 per port, and you're going to get the internet. And if you want to have the pay the drinks package, is an extra $153 for the tax. That's incredible. When we are ready next week, the end of next week, we will put all those prices out there in the group, and we will go live again to let you know. We probably weren't going to go ahead with that, even though we had it, because we haven't got a lot of time, and Chili and Mr. Buckets can't do it. But the deal is unbelievable. So we have to give our members an opportunity. So again, many people have emailed me already if you're interested in doing it. But again, if you're watching for the first time, info@cruisingtipspete.com, email me and put Alaska. I will email you immediately. We can grab it. And that hopefully will before the end of next week, but I don't know exactly when it'll be. It could be a week. It could be a slightly longer, but it's going to happen. Those prices are locked in. We have all those. Mr. Bucket List, hi.
Hey,
Pete, we have a request. Krista was a little late getting here and missed the pricing on the December cruise. Could you hit that again, please?
I can do it. Sorry, I don't have it written down. I can tell you basically, right? The pricing on the December cruise.
You want me to tell them?
Yes, please.
Okay. The inside cabin is $1,257, and that has 2 perks. You pick 2 perks out of it. And the balcony cabin is $1,788, and that's with 4 perks. And that includes the taxes and prices and everything.
The $1,257 for an inside cabin doesn't include the taxes for the drinks or the speciality if you choose that. The taxes for the drinks is $153. So you'd have to add the $153 if you choose the $1,257 deal if you want the drinks. But if you want the $50 per port and the internet, it's $1,257. That's what you pay, including all port charges, basically. The balcony, Chili, as you said, is $1,788, including all charges, and that's all 4 perks included, which I know you guys have for the joy.
Oh, yeah.
Or the thing about that is you're getting so much. $1,788, you've got over $800-900 worth of things included, and you have a balcony on the a magical ship, the Escape.
Drink package is like $600 just for that.
Yeah, it adds up quick. Oh yeah.
And it's a hosted cruise. Chili will be on board. I'll give an example. The sort of things a hosted cruise. Let's have a look if I can find it. You know, this is from the UK. We call it solar power. We have solar power. We have things like breakfast club where we can meet in the morning for breakfast. We can explore together. We can go off the ship together. We can have dinner together. We have coffee meetings, pre-dinner drinks. There's so much that we do together. I know Chili and Mr. Bucket List have so much ready, organized to do. And you don't have to do it. It's there if you want to. You don't have to join any of us on anything. It's purely there to dip in and dip out as much as you want to.
And I might also say on the Escape, not only will we have a pretty good group of our own, but the solo group meetings by Norwegian will actually have a Norwegian host who will do things like arrange dinners and take a group into dinner. Like say if at the Manhattan restaurant, if a group wants to go there, he'll set that up. If a group wants to go to a show, he'll set that up. So those guys are fabulous on the Norwegian ships.
Amazing. So that is that. I wish I could say that we could book it right now, but we have made incredible progress. Passion for Cruises USA is going to be our name, how we're going to work with. We just have to dot a couple of dots to have everything sorted, which will happen as soon as the CEO of Viva Voyages is back, which is the end of next week. We'll be ready to go, hopefully the weekend or early next week. Everything's locked in. We have it agreed. Norwegian Cruise Line, thank you, by the way. Norwegian Cruise Line have come to the party for these hosted deals for so low rates. And I had, by the way, I looked at the escape prices in the UK very quickly online, and oh my God, they were like, wow, we've got a great deal. If we wanted to join you from the UK, it's going to, that's just for a solo price, just for a cruise price. So that is where we are. Also, the beauty about what we're going to do is, as I said, Justin, we are about to cause chaos and have some fun. I promise you, like we do in the UK, yeah? We are literally almost there. Thank you, everybody in America and Canada who have been patient, waiting for us to do this. And we are doing it. And Norwegian Cruise Line has agreed already for us to do all kinds of group rates at solo price, a decent solo rate, which we lock in, which is amazing. There's going to be all kinds of opportunities coming in the future. And the way it's been working is that as we've been trying to get some of these hosted cruises organized, we've asked the cruise lines, including Norwegian, this is what we'd like to do for solos, because we do it in the UK, and UK members are cruising all over the world for incredible prices. And the initial thing from the group people is no, we don't do it for solos. But Viva Voyage, they have these incredible contacts, and so we get told no. A phone call's made, we're doing it. And it's not just going to be Norwegian. There's going to be more now. There's going to be more cruise lines coming in the future, which is so exciting. And for instance, Mr. Bucket List, you and me. This is one for everybody.
Yes.
Hawaii 2024, right? We are looking at Mr. Bucket List and myself doing a joint hosted cruise. Hawaii next year. We're looking at April or May. Yep, April or May. We're already looking at potential cruises. Again, I have a list of people who have emailed us already who are interested in Hawaii. If you're watching for the first time, email me and just put Hawaii. If you're interested in joining us, as soon as we can organize a solo rate for Hawaii, which is going to take a little bit of work, by the way, to do this, because Hawaii is not cheap to go to, but we are working on it. We are going to then announce, hopefully, a joint hosted cruise with Mr. Bucket List and myself, because that is your bucket list cruise, Mr. Bucket List.
It is. It's a big deal. Like you said, the price is probably the reason why it's a bucket list. It's so expensive, but it's a big deal. And thankfully, we have a nice relationship with Norwegian. So I'm hoping we can land a deal on the Pride of America. That's like the number one ship to do in Hawaii. So if it all works out, I think it's going to be a really good deal.
Well, they did email me a whole load of cruises that they're doing on the Pride of America. So we'll see what we'll see. We're creating magic in the UK with these solo cruises that we're doing, the solo deals and the hosted cruises. That's what we want to do here. And Chile and you and me, my friends, we want to joint host a cruise to the Panama Canal, don't we?
Yep. And there's a goofy reason why I want to do that. Not only do I like going through the Panama Canal, I just did it, as a matter of fact, last month, but I did it without my phone. So I couldn't take any pictures. So I got to go back. That's all.
Yeah. So again, we don't have a date yet for that, because we need to put it into the system and say, hey guys, not just Norwegian, other cruise lines as well. Yeah. You know, I think we're looking at celebrity. I think we're looking at MSC, just to name a few already, that I think we might be able to do things with, which is amazing. So we want to see what's out there. any suggestions, please let us know, but we're going to look at, again, we don't have a date for that, but if you're interested in the potential of next year, 2024, doing a Panama Canal, again, email Panama Canal, email me. I will have it. I'll have the email and I'll be able to immediately let you know ahead of everybody else when we've secured a hosted cruise for that in the Panama Canal. What is great about what we're doing, and I want to say to everybody watching who are part of the group and the YouTube channel, thank you. You're ahead of everybody else, yeah? You're going to have an opportunity as we get it together to get some amazing places to cruise in. Sort of the ships and the itineraries that were normally not affordable. I am hosting cruises this year, right? I'm off on P&O, which is a UK company. When I come off there, I'm hosting a cruise on Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean, can you believe, yeah? When I come off Royal Caribbean, I'm hosting a cruise on Ambassador. They're a UK company, brand new, they've only got 2 ships, yeah? When I come off there, I'm hosting a cruise with Celebrity. Can you believe it? A Celebrity. We have something like 100 people plus on that cruise with Celebrity in the UK, yeah? All UK-based cruises, yeah? Then I'm hosting a cruise on Azamara. We have an Azamara cruise, luxury, boutique ship, yeah? These are what we are getting, and these companies are coming to us in the UK. We are trying to bring that to North America, and everyone watching this who are in our group, you are going to get the opportunity first once we get them sorted, and it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Chile, Mr. Bucket List, you are going on our first hosted cruise on May the 1st on the Joy.
Yes, we are.
We're doing it.
Wow.
Yep, we've had a couple live streams where we brought our people in and chatted with them.
Yep.
We got some plans laid. It's going to be fun. I guarantee on that one.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what? I cannot wait to see all the posts, all the photos, all the videos, and
Yeah,
I know
and
the members.
I am not going to lose my phone. It ain't going to happen ever again. Never.
Everyone that's on that, well done, by the way, because when we grabbed it, we had a few technical hitches at the beginning with pricing. It's all brand new, and it turns out it was better than we thought in the end, which is wonderful. But wow, you got some amazing deals. Lots of people got balconies on that for that cruise, and you just cannot get those prices anymore at all, even last minute. So so thanks everybody again for being patient. It's not an easy fight to do this. What is the date for Alaska? It's the 23rd of August. Yep. 23rd of August is the Alaska one. Yep. On the Spirit. That's the one. And again, we will post all those details on there as soon as we have it. It's going to be a great cruise. Yeah, it certainly is. So again, please email me because I have your email. You don't have to book anything. I can just quite simply say, thank you. It's live now. This is the price. You know the price. This is the contact. Make the phone call. I mean, we do have a number, and that will be the number. And we are going to be Passion for Cruises USA solos, which is wonderful. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we have all that. So please email me again if you're interested in any of those cruises. And also, if there is itinerary that you're interested in doing, post it in the group.
Oh, yeah.
If we see that post, we can then say, okay, let's see what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Because what it is, just to let you know, by the way, it's called Solo Power. You're wondering why it's called Solo Power. We have Solo Power in the UK. We're bringing Solo Power to North America. That is why. That is an article that was in the Sunday Times in the UK, and it was talking about cruises for solos and Passion for Cruises in the UK who joined forces together. And because of the size of our groups, Cruises for Solos, 48,000 members, Passion for Cruises in the UK is 26,000. Because of the size of our groups, it means cruise lines are taking notice and saying, wow, you know, if we give solos a fair deal, they're cruise. But what's happening is they're not just giving us a fair deal, they're giving us great deals. Solar Power, we're bringing Solar Power to North America, guys, and it's been led by Mr. Bucket List and Chili Cruises.
That's us.
We're going to try. I've told Pete I'm good for almost anything. Just happens to be the Alaska cruises. I'm, you know, I've got other schedules.
I know,
but beyond that, I'll be there.
Same.
Yeah, I'll be there. I plan to come over to Hawaii. I'm going to do Hawaii with you, Mr. Bucket List. I'm going to do the Panama Canal with you, Chile. I'm definitely coming over there, which is really exciting. So it's exciting times ahead. Just be patient for another week while we dot the dots, because we have to do things correctly, and we are doing it correctly. But Norwegian Cruise Line are already there for us, and it's fantastic. And there's going to be all kinds of opportunities, and the other cruise lines are going to join the party as well. Thank you to Viva Voyage for what they do, because with their contacts in America, which are, I mean, they go all the way. It gives us the opportunity to finally get a fair deal for solos, and that's all we're trying to do, guys, isn't it?
That's all we need. Yeah. Just treat us fairly. That's it.
And it's about the members. It's about everybody in the group. You know, it's your group. It's about you, and about you finally getting a fair deal to do it. And also, as soon as we have dotted the dots, by the way, we're going to be posting deals left, right, and center. Not just hosted cruises, deals left, right, and center. I saw the deals they're ready to post, and I'm like, what? There was one on Celebrity to Australia. I'm like, wow, are you kidding me? I want to do that. You know, and I was like, and so they're out there, and so we are that close to doing it. So please email us, email me. I'll give you the email one more time, and then it's all about Mr. Bucket List and Chili Cruises on the first hosted cruise. That's my email, info@cruisingtipspete. I will reply and say thank you for contacting me, by the way. And we will go live as soon as we have the go ahead. I will email everybody first and let the party begin. Solo deals to North America and Canada, you know, Mexico, we're called Passion for Cruises USA because we're based in the USA. You know, that's the reason why. So we have to be clear about that. And it works under the USA laws. That's how it is. That's why we call ourselves USA. Apologies to our Canadian friends, but we wanted to be clear about that. Yeah. Mr. Bucket List, Chili, have you got anything else to say?
No, we're ready to go. We're going to do another live with our guys on Friday, the 28th. And then I'll leave here I'll fly down on the morning of the 30th, and we get on the boat on the 1st.
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to be the exciting times beginning. It really is. So if you've got any questions, you can email me the questions, put it in the comments. You know, we will be completely transparent and completely honest with everybody. But what we always want to do is we always want to keep you up to date. You know, getting solo deals in North America and getting all the legalities and everything we have to do is not easy. It takes time, but we're literally almost there. And we have two wonderful hosts who are going to be there for us as well. Great. Thank you, everybody who are watching this. Really, really appreciate your patience, and can't wait to find out about your cruise and the Norwegian Escape. I would be joining you, but I on something else myself, so I can't either. So I'm jealous.
I got it, Pete. Don't worry.
You certainly do. Right. Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Right.
See you guys.
Everybody.